Hello everyone, I'm Sethaerion and I welcome you again to VOGNIR'S Saga. This is the second part of this game, so if you didn't see the first one, I suggest you do that first. Now, relax on your seats, take a coffee with you or a popcorn and enjoy the show. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governance men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you are going to join VOGNIR'S caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. So, before we go to Great Hall and get rest, we have two talking options here. Let us go and talk to Prince first. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl, who must be working for looting. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you are with Vognir? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I have known Vognir a long time. I will be joining you back to Grovheim with my guards. Lubin looks up for the first time. The woman does not react. Why? I work for the king, carrying things to the capital. We crossed by chains. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just to introduce myself. You collect taxes for the Varl territories? A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. Alright, let's check the other one. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mid-house, surrounded by other Varl. Strahd is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Vognir is the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I was not invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yog's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low tackle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as his forgetting a sway through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grovheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mid-house becomes overbearing. Then step back into the cool air outside. Okay, so there's only one option left. The Great Hall. At dawn, you're awakened by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply ladders. All there just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogru steps forward. Vognir is quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unyielding entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We ready. You follow Mogru and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates will be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Alright, I love trips. Let our big journey begin. Woo woo! There is a long road among the hills, full of adventures and full of dreams. Our eyes look high, but the snow is knee deep. Vikings and giants going for a trip. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Let's play the game. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Marco, cracking open meat casks. From my gracious friend the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the meat is passed throughout camp. I think we're gonna choose Toast Vognir. Yeah. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Vognir. Let us chat with Vognir, shall we? Thanks for the speech, Slayers Vognir. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mogger, I thought the damned governor will never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I would have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakan. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Hahaha, don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There is no great joy in killing Dredge, but pretty sure this nonsense is some scene between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors will follow you for what you would done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They have always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mogger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nuts, Vognir. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard eye stare in return. How long to Groheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on the map. So this is the world map, and it says drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, tap the X at the bottom of the screen. Alright. So, this is our map. It seems that by clicking on its location, you can learn more about it. We are located near Last Gate, and our destination is Strand. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drunk last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Scrime instead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It will tear up the long ships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Scrime instead. A half-sunken city crawling with Dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his conduct. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You will be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter week than Haken. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdfell if we're lucky. Okay, so here we are on our camp. And as it says, during travel we can enter our camp at any time. Also, we can upgrade from our allies or equip items. And we have another important activity by using the rest tent that help us to improve the caravan's morale. And finally, if you want to test different characters in combat, you can do it by clicking the training tent. Okay, I upgraded some of my heroes and now we can continue our journey.
Verdfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
By Hadrburg. That's a lot of Varl for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself, until it sinks in that you are not here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Would not know. My boss seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist the whole cow by himself. Scoffings out here maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant speaks, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We will be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you have got. For hundreds of Varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Okay, let the battle begin. As I see it here, we're one versus many. Not a good sign at all. But let's follow the instructions and see what happens. Wow, I can't even use my stars for extra damage. Alright. Well, at least my reinforcements just arrived. A little bit late for looting, but who cares about this guy? He wanted to play hero after all. The good thing is that I have 3 vengeful giants by my side. Sorry for stepping on you, Ludin. I will take revenge for you. Take this in the name of Ludin. No one shall step on you, Ludin, apart from us, of course. Take your hands off. Prince Ludin is mine. I have to admit that Dredges have a lot of protection, a lot of armor, and they are kind of hard to defeat. You need to lower their armor before doing damage to them. And of course, use your hero's special abilities. I think this is the most effective strategy at this point. Yes, the big guy is down. 2 little ones left. We did it. You trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What are you doing? Oh, he's alive then. I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a Dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Varl King lies motionless aside from a spreading pool of blood. Vognir's dead. I can't believe Vognir is dead. Anyway, let's head to another side of this world and see their story.
Where did that thing come from?
Shh, stay close.
I think it saw us.
By the way, I wasn't the one performing the female voice acting. It was a friend of mine, so thank you for the help, Shadow. Okay, we're ready now. The good thing is that we have an archer now, so you don't have to be close to the enemy. One more hit and it's done. Alright, let's move on.
Was that a dredge?
Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt?
No, I'll be fine.
When the Dredge attacked your cart and the yokes bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance that direction.
All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do?
Don't run, let me think. If we hurry, we can gather them before more Dredge appear.
I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this?
No, we have to try. Be quick. Alette calms the yokes while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More Dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance.
I never expected to see the Dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Ivor. The enormous varl in question towers over the men in the trading field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Handmaster? Thought you would be tomorrow.
Dredge. Everywhere.
Dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped spurring. They gather around. Damn it. They will be here soon if they are not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in his group of fighters. Idil, take Aled to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you, gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Aled.
No, wait. I want to help.
Go with Idil, Aled. Aled looks like she might protest, but scolds and run off to safety. Gods, Rook, don't start telling them I know what I'm doing. I know it's a stretch, but they bought it. What's the plan? Just hold off any Dredge we see until everyone's inside. Then we figure out. More south draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Alright, that's the end of the second part of Banner Saga. Things are getting a little intense and I can't wait to play the next part. If you are as excited as I am, make sure to stay tuned for more. If you like this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe to my channel to support me. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below. Until next time, take care.
Yeah.